live webcam, and you'll see us.
You can spy on us.
Let's have The Flood is amazing. Love it. I love her. Wendy in Swansea on her way to work says, "Whoa, Goosebump City."
Oh wow,
that's a nice thing.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Goosebump City. Dan in Staff says, "Lovely voice. What a lovely voice to listen to on the way to work."
Nice.
It means the song or just your voice. Oh, Dave. It might mean Dave.
No, it's not me though, is it?
Amazing, Cheryl. What lovely lyrics, says Claire on the way to work in Cardiff. Obviously struck a chord. Sherman Sunny Somerset says, fantastic song, amazing, I love it. Fab song, Cheryl, says Gemma in Oxford. Loads of people, girls and boys. Boys obviously love you. My boy loves you.
Okay.
He said he'll make us lunch if you wanted to come back after. I don't know what he meant by that. I think he's hoping we'd have a few drinks and get but girls love you as well. Which is not, I think that's, as a girl myself, I think it's nice to appeal to both, not just be kind of some hot chick that girls are kind of like, cause...
Yeah, no, definitely not. And me personally, I relate to girls a lot more than I do boys. I'm not one of those girls at all. I just don't get boys. I don't really get men.
Big stinky things. Well, apart from Alec, because he's been using his roll-on. I've got to do this quick thing. Have we got to say about
We do need to say this, yeah.
Okay, very quickly. Darlington, a fortnight today, the Chris Moyles Tour Access All Areas tour type thing is going to come to you, people of Darlington, if you've just tuned in. So make your way very safely. It's on a busy road to the box office at the Civic Theatre. There's a few pairs of tickets left.
40 left.
40. I wasn't going to say how many. I want to make it sort of...
Yeah, we're going to say like 3 or 4 to make it sound more exciting.
Let Sheldon have to do this, where she has to go, come and buy more tickets for me. So go to box office at the Civic Theatre, do park carefully, cross the road carefully, it's on a big road, and then a fortnight today if you're available between 8 and 10. All terms and conditions and all that jazz are all online, I imagine. Okay. So we've covered, the X Factor, you didn't know about the wild card, so that must have been nice when you could choose a 4th person.
Yeah, lovely.
And choose Tracy was your wild card, who I've got to say has been the one who, throughout all of the X Factor so far this year, has always given me goosebumps with her voice. Yeah,
she's just got a naturally powerful voice. It just comes really naturally to her. And I remember her from Simon's bootcamp. Simon's Judges' Homes, rather.
So that was last year?
Yeah.
And then this year when you said no to her, it was like,
saying no to anybody's awful, you know. Like, it's a horrible... I know it's worse for them, but it's a horrible process for me too, to have to tell somebody no.
Because they make you do all... you have to do... Because it's telling, because it has to build up the tension, and at home where we watch it, you never quite know who you're saying no to, because...
Yeah, it would be boring if you did, right?
Yeah, it was like, no time for Cheryl to do the no's. You go, it's not you.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't be good telling. You've got to be... It's an entertainment programme as well as...
It doesn't feel very entertaining when you're telling them no. That's, that's the...
It's their whole life.
Their life, and at that moment, everything's dependent on your decision. Their dreams.
Well, everything in their life at that point is just in the background, isn't it? Yeah. Because it's one or two things. It's a yes or no, and then only then can they think about where they go.
You get yourself to such an emotional state when you're auditioning for anything, even if you're going for a job interview. You know how that feels. All that.
But especially when they're good as well. I mean, that's the thing, because it's not like you're saying.
Well, they're all there because they're good.
That's the thing. It's not like you're saying no to somebody who, there might be a nice person, but frankly isn't any good. Because to have got to that point anyway, they've got to be a decent talent.
So in my brain, I just have to think to myself, it's a learning lesson for them. Everybody feels that at some point in their life.
And it's been proved with Tracy and proved with Alexandra that there is a second chance to come back.
It's not the end of the world, and it's not the end of your hopes, which is kind of what they feel like, I feel, by the time they get there.
Do you see them once cameras are off and you've said no? Do you see them getting obviously they're just gutted, but you just do your best to...
And sometimes I feel like they don't want to say me, so I just kind of...
So Cheryl, you're 3 years in. Isn't there a point where you start hearing, after streams of people getting upset saying, but this is my destiny, this is what I was born to do, is there a part of you that just goes, oh, come on? Because you must hear that from everyone.
Because what I think is, you have to just take each person as that solo, that one person. I hear it a lot, but to them, it's how they feel. It is how they feel, and you have to take that into consideration. It would be awful to think to forget that and just think, oh, please, you're the 20th person that said that, because they really feel like that.
Sorry, you're parking.
yeah, I've not been.
Sorry.
I was told I had to switch my.
It's fine,
You know
otherwise...
what? You know what? I've been collecting that many parking tickets this week. 'cause
Parking
it always
fine.
forgets
Yeah,
it
that's the
starts
parking
at
alarm.
5:30. But I love the fact that that's Dave's alarm doing it. In the morning, you imagine his wife rubbing her eyes sleepily and Dave's there.
You know what? She sleeps straight through it. She doesn't even stir. Anyway, your parking's due.
Yeah, all right. Trying to get me off the subject, so you doing a dance first
Yeah.
thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Should we get some news?
Yes,
Stuff?
let's do
Paid
it.
parking. Do you want another brew or anything?
I would love one. Mine tastes of wood because I had the wooden stirrer in.
Oh, really?
Do you not like that?
Very
Wood.
sensitive
Wooden store.
taste.
No, the wooden stirrer.
It
Not wood.
kind of goes through it.
Right, fine.
Oh,
Like
that-
makes
you
me
know-
teeth cringe.
We've got a plastic one. I'll
You
use
know,
that.
there's a cafe that does wooden forks as well. Can you?
Oh, I've tried that
before.
Exactly.
Right. We need a silver spoon, please, for Miss Girl. Come on.
And stirred only to the left.
Yeah, and she needs some white lilies and some towels. I couldn't think of anything else. Some towels. That's what you're not giving birth. That's weird. All right, then. We'll be back with the gorgeous show. We ought to get some news. It's 8:30. It's Radio on Tube. It's got your news, and David has got your sport.
Digital,
FM.
online.
This is BBC Radio 1.
She's here, Cheryl Cole.
We're back.
All the tickets have gone, by the way.
Yay.
Gotta say.
Gone for Darlington. So sorry, Cheryl, if you were thinking of going up to Darlington for the morning.
Can't.
In a fortnight.
Sort of there.
Do you know what? We can squeeze you in if you wanted.
Okay, so we've got a chat about your girls. We've got a chat about your new album. Exciting. I've already heard The Flood. When's it out then?
It is out November the 1st.
Okay.
Is that the single or the album?
The album.
The album's
Album's out November the 1st. What's it called? Is it a big... Have we got a big...
It's called
showbiz-
Messy Little Raindrops.
Messy Little Raindrops. Did you come up with that?
Yes.
Were there some of the ones that
There's
were...
a line. There's actually a song in there called Raindrops, and one of the lines is Messy Little Raindrops, and I just love it. It just lends itself to a lot.
It's unusual, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yes.
Are you chuffed with it? How do you feel
Oh, I love it.
about this album compared to the last one?
I feel like a different person. You know, a lot's changed, and I just feel like I've grown. I've grown up in every single way. And the first one was really scary.
Yeah, because it was the first away
I
from
was
the girls.
Exactly. First away from the girls. Different style of music. You just don't know how anyone's going to receive it. You know, it's like you think, I love it, but you just don't know if anyone else is going to think, well, I don't.
Remember when you did fight for this Love on X Factor with you ripped soldier trousers on and everything? And I remember watching and just really feeling for you and really wanting you to do brilliantly, and you did, but it was quite a sort of watershed moment. There was lots of chat about whether or not you were even going to do it, and you just did it, and you just completely rocked it, and it was ace.
Thank you.
How did you feel before and then after that?
Terrified, absolutely. And I'm performing this Sunday.
So
I'm doing the same thing to myself again.
you must be mad.
I must be.
Have you got a big troop of dancers with you?
Yeah. I think it's like part of me as a performer to have big numbers like that.
And they love it on the
It's
X
like
Factor
a
as well. They love to have
comfort.
the, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to. You've got to make people.
And is it your own
enjoy it.
troupe that you'd have, like, that you know that you've had on tour with you when you did the sort of the Black Eyed Peas
I
thing?
usually
and stuff like
have a girl, like, on the Black Eyed Peas tour, I had 4 girls that I absolutely adore and I love. I suppose it's kind of a bit like having that security again.
It's like
and
surrogate girls allowed. It's kind of like that.
A little bit, yeah.
That feeling.
But this time it's boys, and it's the boys you see in the video, and then more.
Do you choose the boys?
I could do, like, I get the option to go to the auditions and see, but I don't want to. I'm kind of like, do you know what? There's a choreographer, Fatima, who's got the most incredible creative eye, and I feel like I would be going him, and him, but it's her passion and it's her what she does the best.
And you'd just be judging it on who's hot.
Nah, you know what's funny?
You'd be like, he'll do. It's like, he can't dance at all. But you're like, no.
It's like got
he's-
2 left feet.
He's on the tour. Yeah, the guy with the abs, he's in.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like they should do it.
They should.
And it would eat into one of your days off as well, though, you know?
I would do it at the end of a day off.
Right.
Like private audition day, Cheryl. That sounded a bit seedy.
Sarah,
Yes.
can I share some information I just learned while that song was on?
Yes.
Because there's loads of people on Twitter asking me to ask you this,
Yeah.
which was, have you got a Twitter account?
No, I don't.
So it's not you. Someone's just gone on recently saying
lot
they're the
of people,
official.
Yeah,
Yeah, there'll be fake ones.
I've actually had that a lot this week. People saying, "Is that you on Twitter?" But it's not.
It's not. Please go on Twitter.
I kind of feel like it's a bit of a it's a bit of a personal tracking device. Like, I don't want to wake up in the morning saying I'm having a coffee. I just don't. I don't
do
want to. I just don't. And I would probably love reading other people's.
Well, you can do it, but not really do.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't want to do it half-heartedly. I would want
But
to
then,
do.
yeah, because you get Brittany who just is like, hey guys, my new single here, check my video
Yeah, I
here.
wouldn't wanna do
And that's
that.
a bit soulless.
Yeah.
That's not her either.
But there is
Is it not her?
It's her people.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
There is an in-between of that, though, where I can't imagine you ever being stood up waiting at a Greek restaurant like I've been in the past, and I just pretend I'm like closing a deal with Wall Street on my phone when in fact I'm on Twitter going, I'm in a Greek restaurant, my friend's late. but it's quite nice to sort of, but it's up to you if you want to answer back to the papers or the headlines, or if you want to
but
set
I
the record
don't.
straight for your fans.
I've got there's a me friends on there, and I sometimes just send a message to him if I really feel like I want to set something straight, or if something's bothering us, or he takes the odd picture of us and puts it up. I'm quite happy to do that. I just don't want to do it myself and not do it properly.
Well, Cheryl, if you need a voice,
feel like
just shout me. You
I
know,
will
send me
do
the
that,
photo and I'll put it on.
There is the fake Cheryl.
Cheryl Curl.
The
You must have
Cheryl
seen that
Curl.
one,
Have you heard about this
I haven't. I don't
person?
actually even go on there.
Because, you know, they've got a book out.
They've got a book
I've got
out.
it upstairs.
That's annoying.
Well, it's clearly fake because it's all spelt phonetically. Is that the word? As possibly a Geordie
like-
accent.
Right.
They write
So
in...
it's
As I would say
Curl,
it, is
like,
this-
you might-
right.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about it, actually, because if it was saying horrible things or rude things or sleazy things,
Yeah.
then you wouldn't like it. But it's
No.
actually funny because it's sweet things as if he's imagining. I think it's a boy.
It's a he?
Imagining. I don't know.
think so. I
always
think so, yeah.
it's
I
a
think it
boy.
is.
And what is it? An actual like
It's
a book?
like as if it's you, but written in phonetically, but like your thoughts, but not in like a horrible way. It's
Right.
quite funny and sweet.
and
like-
is it a weekly thing or?
He's always
He just posts, but
tweeting.
he's
Just
obviously
posts
tweeting.
Yeah.
Always tweeting, but now he's
Right.
got a book out of the tweets. You see, it's in the paper the other day, so he might make a few quid.
Show you, it's upstairs.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, I'll go get
Yeah, it's very much a kind of Christmas stocking filler,
Yeah.
or one you'd have in your loo. But the thing I like about it,
There won't be a second book, will they, put it
there
that
won't
way?
be a second
no.
book.
No.
But in a way, I don't think you'll mind because it doesn't say anything. It's not
Oh,
a negative.
yeah, it's not a
quite-
negative
it comes
thing.
from a sweet place. I think he's a massive fan,
Right.
basically, but writes in
Cheryl?
like a Geordie accent. Cheryl Curl.
Oh, that's it.
That's
What's
it.
it? Course I'm pet.
Can I have a
Worth
look?
it?
Don't show
See?
the camera.
Don't. No, let's not promote
So
it.
if
No.
you can manage to see.
Wow, that is like the worst picture I think I've ever seen.
Oh no! You see, that's a bad.
It's not
that's
even
a
my
bad
teeth.
start.
It's going downhill now. Shall I take the
That's
book
not my
away?
Remove the book.
They're not my teeth.
Are they not?
What?
Okay.
Have been superimposed on?
It's like a mismatch of someone.
That is weird. I wonder if for
It's not
legal
me.
reasons they've had to put
Me,
weird teeth on
probably.
there. Have you got your own teeth in today?
I have. I popped them in this morning after we come back.
See, if you're on Twitter, you can write about stuff like that.
Yeah.
couldn't
So
you?
that's
Yeah.
not
It's flossed.
good. Okay, so the album out 1st of November. Exciting. How's your styling gone? I know this is a bit of a girly question. You know when we had the whole military thing?
Yes.
Are we going? What's it going to be? Is it going to be softer? Is it going to?
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit more. Have you seen the video for The Promise?
No.
Promises. It's a bit more, I suppose, feminine, girly, kind of softer.
Flowy.
It was quite a strong image, I thought, with Faith, because you know the song was quite an empowering song, and I wanted to have a strong
Yeah.
image. So I kind of go with just how the album feels, and it just feels a little bit softer and a little bit more grown.
Nice. Did you see Rufus Hounds?
Oh, amazing.
You did it brilliantly.
Amazing.
For sport relief,
Amazing.
wasn't it?
Do you know what?